Yo, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Flex here in San Antonio, Texas, originally from Rochester, New York. That is where my DJ roots belong. However, I did begin to learn how to DJ in New York City around 1988. We are going to be revisiting a classic. And today, if you don't know, you will soon enough. 1993. There was a club called Heaven in Rochester, New York. It was a church that was converted into a nightclub, the most amazing club for those days. This is when lasers first came out and intelligent lighting first came out and data strobes first came out. So club scene had changed and this particular venue had it all. The DJ was on the top of the pulpit. So maybe about, 3 floors or 2 or 3 floors up. You had to go up these stairs and you'd be in the DJ booth. And I had the honor of DJing there for a while myself. The resident DJ was Tom Hoy. He was an older fella, probably about my age back then. Really cool guy. And one day I asked him, hey, Tom, where do you get your music? And so, he explained to me that he would call New York or he'd travel to New York and get records there. And there was this one particular place called Decadence, which was in Manhattan, in the city. One day, I had the opportunity to travel to New York, visit some friends, and I decided to go to Decadence. When I went there, I met the owner. His name is Dennis. Funny thing is that Dennis was from Rochester, New York. Who would have thought that, huh? Anyway, really cool guy. I was there on I think it was like a Monday. And that's like when all the new records came in. This particular record here came in. It was a DJ promo. He played it. All the DJs that were there hanging out, listening to the music that want to buy the records, they all wanted to get that record. Luckily, I told them that I was from Rochester. I'd really would like to get this record. And they were cool with me getting it because they knew that I wasn't playing it in the city. And so it wouldn't be played there. I wouldn't be the first person to play this song in New York City. So it was cool that I got it and took it back to Rochester. This track was just so cool, ahead of its time for 1993. And I learned a little bit about the track and about the producer. This track is by Capricorn. Name of the song is 20 Hertz. Capricorn happens to be Hans Wiekhout, who's a pretty big name in the Dutch studio scene. He began his journey at around 15 years of age as a bass guitar player in a few bands. And then, of course, it progressed into producing music, learning about music. And at this point, he's a teacher of music as well. Really big name. His thought on this one, as he was a clubber, he'd hear music and the music was basically like one certain level. And he thought to himself, I want to make something that has like a more of a dynamic range from low to like a high crescendo. He made the track. He was happy with the track. And that's it. He wasn't going to put it out or anything. He just wanted to do it. One of his buddies heard the song and told him, yo, you got to send this out to some labels. So reluctantly, Hans sent out the song to a bunch of labels. And they all said, yeah, we like this. He was lucky enough to be able to choose the right label. And for him, it was R&S Records. The sub-label, which was Global Cuts. But enough of this talking. Let's get into the record. So let me play for you Capricorn, 20 Hertz. It's a mixture of tribal, techno-ish, trancey for 1993 or 92 when he made it. So as we listen to the track, just remember that Hans wanted to create a different sound dynamic. And so at the breakdown, just listen as the drums slowly come in. So like I mentioned, when I was hanging out over at Decadence, listening to this track with all the other DJs, it was just so cool. However, none of the other DJs would show their excitement about the track because they didn't want anyone else knowing how good they thought the track was. Because they wanted to have that song and no one else. Oh, those are the fun days. Not letting anybody know what song you had, hiding it from everybody. It's kind of weird, really, because, the DJ is supposed to introduce songs to people, but yet we didn't want people knowing what songs we were playing. So sorry to the producers out there. So yeah, this is Capricorn, 20 Hertz. I mean, that was the main part right there. What a dope track. But there are two other songs on the other side, which I never played. The first song is a housey track. It's really kind of like on a house tip. It's called Deny. I'll play it for you. And then the second one is for the soul, body, and mind. The second one, to me, it sounds like kind of like an experimental, minimal techno track. Techno for back in the day, because once again, techno nowadays is different than back then. Let's play the houseier track first. And I'm going to skip around. Skip a little more. One more. So that's basically it. Let's go into the second track once again. For the soul, body, and mind. Skip a little more. see what I mean by kind of like experimental? Oh man, as always, it's such a pleasure to hear tracks that I haven't heard in years, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please follow me, leave some comments, share the video. And until next time, don't forget to remember the past, think about the future, and live the present. I'm DJ Flex. Peace out.